So we're ready for number 6 in our training, which is inversions. So peaceful warrior, happy Buddha, archer, handstand, ollies. I want you guys to just get peaceful warrior, happy Buddha, and archer down. The other two, the handstand, scorpion, and the ollies are pretty hard, but we're going to play with them and have fun with them. And this is what we're doing for the next 20, 25 minutes, so this is it. We have plenty of time to play with it, because I'd much rather have you guys really find the core activation here than just getting into the pose and being all flappy. Now that we just had that conversation, what we're going to do is protect the lower back. We're going to engage the psoas, and we're going to make sure we are on our vertical axes for all these poses. I'm going to turn around so you can see me when we're upside down. I'm going to come into it through the sumo and the floating Buddha, and then we're going to learn how to pop right into it from a standing pose. But let's just go through our practice so we really feel like we are reviewing all of the basic training at the same time as learning new stuff. So I love warming up the spine with my half vinyasa flow. And we'll do the full flow tomorrow. But you never thought you would do so many ladles in your life, right? So toes touch here, long lines of energy before we move on. Legs go wide and around, and then we're in our inversion. We already have been prepping for this, but this is the peaceful warrior pose. I particularly like my arms above my head, maybe even clasping the elbows, but notice that my ears are above the elbows. It's not like this, right? So keep those guys in a nice long line. Your arms can be anywhere though. So peaceful warrior is with the swing wrapped around the hip creases, onto the inner thighs, feet together, okay? From here, happy Buddha is reaching up, grabbing for the leg loops in the hands. I return my feet to the swing. Did you see how quick I did that? So I want you guys to get used to the smooth transitions. Pull the leg loops forward, return the feet to the swing, right? These go on the elbow creases, hands to prayer, happy, right? That's how we remember happy Buddha. We clap our hands and feet, arch and open. From there, coming into the back bend, I open my arms wide, flex, right? You learn how to flex. So I look back behind me towards 6 o'clock, feet stay together. After archer, we're gonna go over this slowly, and I'm gonna show you everything at once. We're gonna release the leg loops, walk back to 6 o'clock. Handstand scorpion is where I pull my feet towards the back of the head. I don't crunch my neck, so I'm pressing my head into an invisible wall. Then I'm gonna bring my legs wide and down, okay? We're gonna practice tucking through the pelvis. So this is kind of like a wide straddle handstand. And then from there, once I get the tuck, I'm gonna place my hand in center and I'm gonna grab for my toes, ollie. You can also balance, but let's grab for the toes first. So we're gonna practice rocking the pelvis, making sure we stay on the center line. If we bend the elbow, we'll fall out. If we lift our feet too high, we'll fall out. So we're gonna practice rocking the pelvis. Can you see my pelvis rocking from side to side?
Yes.
Okay, that's a really important cue for staying in line. This is very hard, just FYI. It's a breakdancing move, which is really fun. Okay, so if you lose it, it's called an alley-oop, and you'll just fly around. It's not that big of a deal. Like that. Once we are done, we're gonna return to our peaceful warrior, reach up and grab for the leg loops in our hands, wide straddle, sit up, balance, scissor kick down, no kerplunking, nice and easy, back to your sumo, stretch it out. Okay, let's all face back to back, so face the garage door in order to begin. So you can see me when you're inverted. Sumo.
So can I say right now what I don't want to do, or should I just try it?
Just try it and then watch where you want to.
Okay.
So it's like a sample. Just put the dish, put the particular entree on your plate.
I'm just thinking
you don't have to eat it all.
I'm going to do what I
Because we're going to do the same thing as before. I'm going to come around and do hands-on and help each one of you guys find the poses once we try it on our own once. Okay, so find your sumo, floating Buddha, star, namaste, ladle, After we're all in ladle, we're gonna change planes together. So I keep holding on to the swing. I bring my legs wide, and then around, and then feet together. Now my feet are in the front plane. There's gonna be a lot of people that leave their legs behind them and go like this, and they're not hooked, right? So it's not safe. So it's really important to bring the legs to the side plane, and then in front. Everyone got there. So Peaceful Warrior is our number one relaxation pose in our inversions. Let your forearms rest on the ground. Clasp your elbows.
Mine can't
Whatever feels good. Clasp your elbows wherever you are. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And just hang. So I'm pressing my pelvis towards you. Knees are open wide. Feet touched for this particular sequence. Okay, most people are gripping with dear life with their toes. There's nothing wrong with that, it's just not very relaxing. So I'm trying to relax, I'm trying to be peaceful. Really good. We're gonna reach up and grab for the leg loops in our hands. Okay, when we pull them forward, we pull them through the toes and then put our feet right back. That's it, smooth. Do a bicep curl, reach up, put the leg loops on your elbow creases, and then hands to prayer at the sternum. So feet together, hands together, press your pelvis towards me and arch. It'll be really strong on the neck and shoulders. Yeah, does that feel great? Such an amazing stretch. Okay, so for Archer, this is the transition. We have to flex and bring the leg loops on the outside of the knees in order to arch and open to a back bend. Feet stay together the whole time. Yeah, awesome. So flex, look back behind you towards 6 o'clock. Open up the chest. Archer. Beautiful, guys. This is so healing for the spine. Release the leg loops from your hands. Walk your hands back to 6 o'clock. Handstand arms. Keep your feet exactly as they are. Walk back to 6. Good. Back to the mat. Press the back of your head into an invisible wall and pull your toes towards your head. It's going to be really strong on your psoas. Then bring your legs wide into a wide straddle. Toes heavy. So your toes should be level with your hips, so pull them down even more. Straight arms. Do not bend your elbows for this whole sequence. So you're stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Where are your shoulders and where are your wrists? Just look at your wrists and look at your shoulders. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. So press the back of your head towards the garage door and bring your body with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
This hurts my arms a little bit.
It's the wrong direction. So it's a handstand. So you have to stack your shoulders over your wrists. Don't move your hands, move your upper body. Your hands are at 6 o'clock. Can you look at Deborah? Yeah, there you go. And pull your feet down. I know, everyone gets lost. So you can just come up and watch too. So from here, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna we're gonna stay in a wide straddle handstand, and then we're gonna kind of rock back and forth, try and rock the pelvis from side to side. Stay in a sumo squat. Stay seated in a sumo squat. Feet are at 10 and 2. So rock the pelvis. Maybe you can pull one hand up and then the other hand up. Like I said, the last pose is always really hard. It's not for everyone. But what we want to do here is practice tucking. So Deborah, just keep the arms straight. Okay? So I want you to pull your toes down towards the ground and try to pull your tailbone up towards the sky. Toes down towards the ground. Yeah, there you go. Rock the pelvis. So once we tuck through the pelvis, then we can plant one hand in center and reach for the toes. But we have to tuck and pull up. Yeah. So you have to keep the arms straight. So I'll come assist. But yeah, as you can see, it's a little challenging and it's easy to get lost there. Okay, let's come on back around, reach up and grab for the leg loops in the hands. So yeah, if we can do 4 out of 5, we're doing great. Bicep curl, balance, scissor kick down. Stay in sumo. Ooh, that's a long inversion. Maybe rock from side to side and acclimate. Come on back. Come on back to center. Whew. Okay, great. So we're just gonna watch for this one. And I'm going to demo one more time. And then I'll come around and do some hands-on, just so we can feel it. It's not necessary to do an ollie unless you are a great dancer and want to impress your friends at the party tonight. Besides that, it's just for fun. What's really great about it is we really have to use body control and alignment in order, I mean, break dancers are amazing. I grew up in the dance community for a very long time, I should say. And I'm just so impressed by the strength, the agility, the flexibility, the power, and it's one of the things that fascinates me. So, yeah, thank you. What fascinates me is how can some people just nail it, right? And like stick a pose, and other people just seem to be all over the place, right? And can't seem to find like what creates alignment. So I like reverse engineer all these poses to figure out what the heck are they doing? And they're finding their axes, they're finding their pillar, they're stacking. So that's what I want you guys to pay attention to while I do this. I'm gonna pop right into it. We'll do that next and show you guys how to do that. But for now, just go along with the program. Okay, so I'm all of a sudden in my wide straddle handstand. So what I noticed, and what was happening, Barbara, is you had dropped your chest.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And even when I said stack your shoulders over your wrists upside down,
Yeah.
it wasn't computing.
Right.
So that's when you just come down and you watch. So this is an upside down dog with the wide straddle legs. This is a handstand.
Right.
So you don't move your hands, you move your body. Make sense?
Yeah.
And I'll come help you and get some hands on time. So I have to keep my feet pulling down towards the ground. As soon as my feet come towards the sky, look at my lower back, I've completely lost it. So I tuck through the pelvis. So I have people arching and tucking here. That's gonna be our first little play shop. Arch and tuck, it's very challenging. This is like what will save your lower back. That's called the psoas. After we do that, then with the feet still heavy, we rock the pelvis from side to side. Once you rock the pelvis, you can practice picking one hand up and the other hand up. This is really quite fun and quite playful, even if it's not necessary. I want you guys to see what happens with my shoulders as I stack them. Can you see I have to stack my shoulders? Do you know what I mean by stack my shoulders? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Once I stack my shoulders, I bring my toes towards my hand. I don't bring my hand towards my toes, which pulls me off axes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Stack the shoulders. I pull my toes towards my hand. If I go too far, I'm gonna alley-oop behind me, which is not a big deal. This one will catch me. Okay, so we're finding our tuck, we're finding our balance, and then we're getting our strength and our length. So we're gonna play with that with some hands on. And then if we can, we're gonna try and come into a twist. Okay, I have to really engage through my feet. Can you see my toes working? They're like little monkey feet. That's how we stay engaged. Straight lines of energy. Okay, and we're gonna come up, scissor with control, roll it down. After we play with this, then we're gonna go into popping up into it and coming right out without using the leg loops and going through the entire sequence. Who wants to go first?
Go, go.
Okay, great. Awesome. I'm gonna just videotape the assist, so we'll have you scoot back a little bit. Excuse us as we rotate the camera.
You want me to face the garage?
You know, you can actually face the front of the room. Doesn't matter now. Good. And we'll go just as far as you're comfortable. At any time, if there's confusion, we just come down, and then we'll guinea pig with Deborah.
Okay.
So come through the sumo squat. We always start with the center of the mat, feet out 10 and 2. So we're not going to rush it. Let's not try to skip any poses as we're ingraining the memory into the cellular makeup. We're going to get the leg loops on the ankles. So we don't have to do the core activations. We're just going to get those on. Ankles, 1, 2. We always keep the hook under the arms. Really good. So come into star, namaste, ladle. Good. Ladle, holding on. There you go. All right, wiggle it so it's in the sweet spot. Bring the legs wide and around. Wide and around. Feet touch. Feet touch, knees open wide. Toes touch. Bend your knees. Toes touch. Oh. So that's okay. So what happens is people get confused as soon as they go upside down, even if they just did it. So legs go wide and around. Bend the knees. Feet touch.
Gosh,
There you go. Pull the feet down. There you go. So this is hands to the ground. We're going through Peaceful Warrior one more time. No, just through the center, clasp the elbows, try to slow it down. See, first thing that happens is we start to get nervous and then the brain stops listening, right? So just let's listen to the cues. And if you need to repeat after me, sometimes that's helpful. You can just repeat, feet touch. So sometimes I'll like the swing a little bit higher on the hips and I can come over and adjust you. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you can just come up to ladle and try again. Is that a little better?
Yes.
Okay, good. Closer to the iliac crest is usually better. Okay, great. You're gonna reach up and hold on to the leg loops in your hands. Yeah, and sometimes I'll just come around and point. That's great. Feet stay together. Do a bicep curl and get the leg loops onto the elbow creases. Beautiful. And if we get the first 3 poses, we're golden. Hands to prayer. Happy Buddha. Arch. Yeah, clap. Happy. Yay. That's how we know we're there. We're happy. This is where happiness lives. Hands at the sternum. Beautiful. That's a lovely pose. Will you take some pictures? Do you mind? Can you stay for another breath? Can you lengthen the back of the neck? Good. Right? Lengthen the front of the neck too. Find your pillar. Crown of the head points down towards the ground. Crown of the head. Yeah. Good. Beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to flex. Bring the leg loops open wide. Flex. There you go. Get the leg loops on the outside of the knees. So nope, don't move your feet. There you go. Bring the leg loops on the outside of the knees. There you go. And now arch and open. Flex. Yes. Beautiful. Archer. Doesn't that feel amazing? Mm-hmm. This is all we're really responsible for. After this is just all gravy. Now keep your lower body exactly as it is. Toes touch. Find your alignment. Good. And then release the leg loops so your hands come down to the ground. Walk your hands back towards me, 12 o'clock. Shoulder distance, straight arms. Shoulder distance.
Shoulder distance,
yes.
Straight arms.
Yeah, so hands and shoulders are going to stay stacked for a handstand. That's perfect. Now see if you can press the back of your head into an invisible wall. Not the neck. There, that's it. Doesn't that feel different? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that gave you a big lift. Can you pull your toes towards your head? Towards your head over here. Yes. Isn't that strong? Mm-hmm. Yes. So that is handstand scorpion. Now you're going to keep your upper body exactly as it is. Mm-hmm. Bring your legs into a wide straddle. Straight arms. Pull your feet down. Yeah. So now what I do is we practice tucking. So you're going to pull up through your pelvis. Pull up. Keep your legs heavy. Yeah. Pull up. Yes. Wide. Don't change the position of your legs. Just pull your feet down towards the ground. Tuck and then relax. Tuck and relax. Can you keep your shoulders stacked over your wrist the whole time?
Yeah.
You have to push your head into that invisible wall the whole time. Okay, don't move the head. Just tuck through the pelvis. Yes, isolate that part of the body. And this is how I assist. I kind of straddle them. I'm lifting where the swing is so they can feel that tuck. So stay tucked. Stay tucked from now on until you get a note from Jesus. Stay tucked.
Okay.
Yep, tuck more.
Oh, tuck
yes.
more. Okay.
Stay tucked. Okay. Now you have to tuck the entire time in order to do the ollies.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, you're going to just try, but that's what it takes. Okay. Now you're just going to rock the pelvis. Don't worry about anything else. Just stay tucked and rock the pelvis. Stay tucked.
That feels good.
Slow. Rock the pelvis. Rock the pelvis. Good. Beautiful. Can you lift one hand? Rock the pelvis and lift one hand. Yes. Rock the pelvis. Slow it down. You're going too fast. You're losing your tuck.
Okay.
Tuck. Tuck. Nope. Tuck. Just the tuck. Yeah. Wide with the legs. Tuck. Nope. Don't lift the hand yet. Tuck. Yep. Rock the pelvis. Now lift the hand. Slowly, please, so you don't hit the beautiful teacher. Hand down. Tuck. Nope. Listen. Tuck. Rock the pelvis. Nope. Tuck. Hit me one more time.
I'm sorry.
I'm just teasing you. Okay. Tuck. Rock the pelvis. Keep the arms straight. Tuck. Rock the pelvis. Then you bring it there. Very good. Okay. Come on down. Come on down to your elbows. Relax. Reach up. Grab for the swing. Wide straddle. Balance. Scissor kick down. With control. Very good. Stay in a sumo. Stay in a sumo. Come on back. Very good. Did you feel it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really.
I got whacked 3 times. I'm just teasing. But yeah, what happens is
like I felt really, really comfortable all the way